Good afternoon, everybody. Enrique Becco here from the SqueezeMobi team. Can I get a big hello from everybody on what is most likely, for most of you, the first webinar with the SqueezeMobi crew this year? I'm getting a lot of hellos. That's what I like. That's how I like it. A ton of energy in the room. Let's get this party started. What's up, Tom, Nelson, Janine, Doug, Peggy, Lauren, Kevin, Richard, Eugene, Evelyn, Hasley. Who else is here? Give me a big hello. Where are you coming from, everybody? Give me some exotic locations because I'm back in Europe now. I was in the U.S. for a little bit for the Christmas and New Year's holidays. So had a ton of fun. Did a ton of goal setting as well, and I'm ready to rock it with all of you for this year. Got some really big plans that are going to unravel. Today's going to be a fun session. Today's going to be good. Let's wait a few more minutes. Let's wait maybe 2 more minutes to let people pour in the room as well. And we're going to then get started. We're going to get right into it. Michigan, ooh, brr, that's real cold. Norfolk, Florida. Florida, it's always sunny, right? Florida is really sunny. I want to see someone, I don't know, I don't even know if they have internet there. I mean, they probably shouldn't, like Fiji, you know, because that should be a sin to have internet in Fiji when you can be enjoying like that great type of weather. But I got some crazy trips and crazy things also planned for this year. All right, so who's ready? Who's ready? Give me a big yes. And if you're ready, you know what? I'm just going to start right here on the top of the hour so that I can reward everybody that made it on time. All right, I'm getting a big yes. I'm getting pumped, excited to be here. What we're going to be talking about today, this mystery training session, mystery training session, it's going to be really exciting, really fun, is about, drumroll please, the real estate niche and how you can craft, especially we're going to be focusing on mobile campaigns today for the real estate niche. So as we started, the first thing I want to ask is your open house on Facebook. Because whether it's social, whether it's mobile, especially for the real estate niche, these types of marketing strategies are essential. And let me ask you why. Why, especially for a real estate agent, why is it so important for them to have the most cutting-edge marketing? Let's see what your answers are. Let's see what everyone thinks here. Why is it so important for a real estate agent to have cutting-edge marketing? And I'm seeing people saying competitive, to get customers, to get in front of other people, competition, location. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Now, think about it. Competition is fierce. Yes, the competition is fierce, but it's fierce in a ton of industries. But what is a real estate agent selling to their client? What are they selling? What are they doing with houses? They are marketing these houses. They are marketing these houses so that they can sell them. And if they are marketing these houses, they need to market them effectively. And honestly, if they don't have their marketing up to date and it's not cutting edge, then how the hell are they going to market houses? How are they going to sell the houses? How are they going to get this house in front of the thousands and thousands of people that they might need to get it in front of in order to not only sell it, but sell it for the best price and have people just clawing to get this house if it's of course a good house. Some houses, I mean, it's just tough. The location is terrible. Everything that can go wrong has went wrong, and it's tough. But they are targeting these houses. All right, so just wanted to throw that out there, because when you're talking to real estate agents, this is how you are going to close them, and these are the points that you have to hit. And one of them, when you check their marketing, because you've already gonna check, hey, are you using Facebook? Are you using mobile? What are you using? Ask them this quick question. If you're marketing these houses for clients, how are you marketing them effectively? How are you getting them in front of thousands and thousands of people when you yourself might not have the most up-to-date marketing? All right, cool. So now that we have that out of the way, let me run you through this presentation, and we're going to hit specific points. Now, what I want to do, I want to keep it today. It's the weekend. Let's not go crazy today, even though I am always a little bit crazy, but we're going to try to keep it maybe it's around 45 minutes in all. 30, 35, 40 minutes of content, and we'll see how that goes. All right? So, let's get rocking and rolling on this beautiful Saturday day. Depending on where you are, it might be beautiful for you. It might be rainy. It might be snowing. And once again, before I start, I did want to say I see Stanley saying greetings and a happy New Year to you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I just want to say I really want to wish sincerely to everybody here that came out today. I just want to wish you a happy New Year, and I want to thank you for coming out. Excited to be here with you, and I hope you enjoyed some good time with your family, and I'm looking forward to this year. I want to make this year big for every single one of us. All right? So we are recording this, and let's get into it. The first thing, when you're marketing, of course you want to run through the basics. When you're going to be selling your services to real estate agents, you want to go through the basics. So you want to customize this presentation a little bit, talk about what you offer, and all that good stuff that kind of sets it up. But before that, let's go back to the first slide. Why is the first slide very important? Your open house is on Facebook. Why is that very important? Because boom, you go right into it, you grab their attention. None of these mobile marketing consultants, this is SqueezeMobi Mobile Marketing Consultants. Yeah, you want to put your logo there as well, but also just always go in and grab the attention right away, right from the beginning. All right? And then, talking a little bit about yourself, the way this is structured is that we want to start with the basics, because, and this is going to be structured for every single agent uniquely, separately. Because if they obviously have web presence and a WordPress site, because some people, they might have a website, but they might not have a WordPress site, then we're going to run through this quickly. We're going to skip this for them. But when you're doing this presentation, you are educating them. All right? And a couple of things, how you want to sell anyone on WordPress, and especially real estate agents. This is just kind of the foundational stuff, is that it allows them to have much greater control over the site. And even if they don't have any technical background, what we're going to run them through and we're going to set it up, it is okay. Now, WordPress is free, all that good stuff. Real estate oriented themes, that's another very important thing. Because yeah, they can have a WordPress site, they can have a great site. But if it's not real estate oriented, and this is a very interesting thing that you 100% want to drive home. Okay? And when you're kind of in an essence auditing their web platform, is their theme not only that they have a website, but do they, for example, have a real estate theme? And right here, of course, down here, you see this really cool real estate theme. So, for example, a real estate theme that you have rights to, this is what you would want to put in your presentation. Because some of these themes are specifically tailored to real estate agents, and I don't recommend you don't have to create one from scratch. No. Just you get one that you believe in, you have trust in, and then you communicate the value points when you're talking to the real estate agent. For example, so that they could do their searches so that it looks slick, because once again, their image is everything. A real estate agent's image is everything. Okay? Because if you think about it, what happens with real estate agents? All right? Let's say a real estate agent rolls up and has a car, one of those old beat up Chevys from the early 90s, and they have the suit that has like a hole in it, and they just look shabby, they haven't shaved in days. Are you going to trust that real estate agent who's then supposed to market your house to sell it for you? Of course not. You wouldn't give them a dime. And same thing with and this does not just cover your own image, how this real estate agent dresses, but it's all about also their image on the internet, their image with the site that they have. So they definitely need not only a WordPress site, but a real estate theme. So for example, some of these things that it might do, and this is what you want to cover, full-featured property listing engine, multi-date appointment setting system, Google Maps integration, so that they can see right away. They have that view. Oh, boom. All these properties are in these areas, and it's very organized. All right, so that's one thing. Now, on top of that, search engine optimization, and let's cover this real quick. The other sides that I really want to go into is when we start getting more into the mobile stuff. All right, mobile sites. Now, why is mobile so important? And let me ask everybody, how can a real estate agent leverage mobile for their campaigns? Now, the great thing about a real estate agent, and this is the amazing thing, is how do they want to use mobile? How do they want to use mobile? Let's see. They want to use mobile not only to market themselves, but also to market each one of their houses. All right, now let's take a situation. Let's take an example. You're driving by, and you see, for example, this house, and then they have the sign. They have the great sign. Oh, great! You see the picture. Let's call our real estate agent. I don't know, Bob Walters. All right, Bob Walters. Bob's face is all over there. It's great, but then you just you take a brochure, you put it in your car, and you leave. You maybe go into the open house, and you leave. But what about if someone wants to follow up? Are you going to follow up? You know, if you don't take action, what happens? 90% of the time, you never follow up. And this is what the real estate agent has to take into consideration. Let's make it as easy as possible for people coming into these open houses, for people interested in this house. So one of the great things that they can do is create an incentivized campaign. Now, this can be from both sides, and this is what's great with real estate agents, because there's two target groups. There's two target groups. Number one, the group that wants to buy houses, and number two, the group that wants to sell houses. And we can't, for real estate agents and the real estate niche, we can't mix these into one pot. We do have to segment these customers. So let's take, for example, the group that wants to buy houses. The best way to do this is also incentivize them. So, for example, on the brochure, and this is all easy stuff to do. I mean, it does take a little bit of time to implement, but on the brochure they get when they walk into the open house, boom, right there, there's the QR code. What does the QR code do? How is this incentivized? Easy. Let's say we're in I don't know, San Diego. All right, San Diego, California. Scan this QR code, enter either for the SMS list or if it's the email list, enter your information, and we will send you access right away. 5 pages, 5, 6, 7 pages. It could be short. It doesn't have to be long. About the projections from Bob Walters himself about the state of the San Diego real estate market and the projections for 2013. Now, who's going to be interested in this? Tell me, who's going to be interested in this? A ton of people. If you're looking to buy a house, you want to know all about the market, and you want to see, hey, where's the market going? You know, I'm very interested. I want this, and this is from Bob Walters. You put a little bit of marketing on it. You make it look good. You make it look nice. Boom. You're getting nice conversions. And how do you do this? Let's just look at and I know probably a lot of you people. Let's see in here. Who has heard of QRstuff.com? Yes or no? QRstuff.com. It's an easy resource, and I just want to see the breakdown. Yes, no. Okay, it's about 50-50. So let's just cover it real quick. I'm just going to open it up because I see most people have, but there are still some people that haven't. So and everyone else also just come here and open up a browser so you can just follow the demo as I do it. Now, the first thing you could do, this makes it really easy, all right? And let's say we have, we can redirect and we could create QR codes on QRstuff.com completely for free. And they have pretty interesting and creative functionality, and all of it is for free. That's the best part about it. So one of the first things that you could do is, let's say we have, Bob Walters, San Diego real estate agent.com. I don't know. All right, let's make up a site for him. And right away, it creates a QR code. Now, how do we use this with the campaign? All right, so the first thing you could do is you can either link it to the landing page, and this is also an upsell, right? So you link it directly, this QR code that's going to be on the brochure that they get when they come into the open house. Every single person that comes into the open house, they get the brochure, and Bob tells them, hey, scan that QR code, and we have a little bit of a gift for you as well, just to incentivize them and tell them a little bit about it, and he starts building his list. You then just create a simple brochure. It could be just even a flyer, just in Word, very easily, and drop this QR code in there and incentivize it by doing either email capture or SMS list capture. Now, so you can have this QR code being redirected to his landing page, and on that mobile landing page, there's a call to action on the bottom, and like we have this, these are, for example, let's see. For example, these are the full-blown sites. Otherwise, I would show you the landing pages, but you know, just the difference between landing page, mobile site. For those of you that don't know, landing page is just a quick one-pager with a call to action, whether tap to call, email capture, or SMS capture. Whereas a full-blown site, it has a couple of pages. You have like the About Us, you have services, you just have more tabs, and there isn't necessarily, there could be, but there isn't necessarily a call to action. So we have redirected to the landing page. There they collect either the phone number or the email address. Now, if we don't want to create a landing page, I highly recommend that everyone always tries to sell, for example, a real estate agent on the whole package, but you can connect it directly to an SMS message. All right? And so for here, for the telephone number, you know, we could put anything, and this depends on how you set up your campaign. But you could put your keyword there. You can have a short code, whatever here. But you can directly link it up with your SMS campaign right away, rather than having them pass through the landing page. Now, I highly recommend the landing page. Why? Because if they pass through the landing page, there's already some branding. And it kind of looks a little sketchy when you scan a QR code and right away it prompts you to send this SMS message. Or it's connected like that. It's just a tiny bit sketchy without having that landing page in there that builds more branding and builds more trust. All right? But as well, we can have this connected not only to that, but we can have the QR code right away connected with the email marketing and email capture as well. How? It's easy. For this email address, what happens? And I'll show you. For example, if we go to Aweber, and we recommend Aweber. I know a lot of people also use GetResponse. And I could show you any one of these lists that we have, and let me show you these lists. Any one of these lists, for example, are let's say this one, our A main products list. It's just the naming scheme we do. If we do A main products like that at aweber.com, then what happens? They automatically get added to that list. So you don't even need the landing page in between. All you have to do is just take that list, put an @ sign, and then aweber.com, and that's how you get, just by them sending that email to that email address, they'll get added to that list, and then they'll receive their 5-page guide about the state of the San Diego real estate market in 2013. All right, so those are just kind of some ways you could play around with QR codes and set up these campaigns. Now, does that make sense? And Brian Watts is asking an interesting question. He's asking, do you recommend a double or single opt-in? If I understand correctly, I would always recommend a single opt-in. The thing about, you gotta think about conversions. You gotta think about conversions. So whenever you're setting up a campaign, always think about conversions. And if we add 100 steps, what does that do to the conversions? Tell me, even if we get something that's free and it's very attractive and we want it, if you have to jump through 100 hoops, there's going to be less people that jump through them. So we want to make it as easy as possible always for the customer so that they will actually convert and they'll sign up. So number one, you want to incentivize it. You want to, any opt-in you want to incentivize. So for these real estate agents, that's why we're incentivizing them by telling them about, you know, the state of the real estate market in San Diego in 2013. That's the number one thing. The number two thing that you want to do, you just want to make it easy. So for example, on the brochure, it could say, oh, you know, visit us at, you know, www.bobrealestateagentssandiego.com to get a free bonus. Now, who's going to do that? Who's going to actually go home or open up their phone, start typing in this URL, and to find their free bonus somewhere on this random site? No one is. Of course, that's why we have the QR code and we link it up directly to that landing page with the call to action directly there to make it as little steps as possible. And I do recommend when you go here, also what we do, and I recommend if you go to My Lists, in order to get your conversions up, there's this confirmed opt-in, and turn off the confirmed opt-in. Why? Because that adds, once again, another step, and this is kind of a little bit anti-spam, but they're already opting in. They already know what they're going into, and it's okay. These are people who opt into this list. They already know what they're opting into, and then they can unsubscribe if they decide to later on. So that's just one tip. Okay. All right. So let's get back to our presentation. Let me see, where is it? Okay. So that is one way that we're going to collect these leads. Now, how can we use SMS? How can we use email campaigns? And when do we use email and when do we use SMS? Because that's interesting. Now, the good thing, we could use SMS, right? We could use SMS and we could we can notify people of a new listing, for example, via a text message. Now, what I would recommend is if you're going to be selling this real estate agent on a campaign, I would not recommend for them to get to have their people opt into an SMS list to get notified about each listing. Especially if this is a real estate agent that is up and running, they might be getting their whole company, their whole firm might be getting a listing or two every day or every other day. You're going to spam these people a little bit too much, whereas via email, that's okay. Via email, that is okay, but just via SMS, you don't want to send more than one text message a week. But for the SMS list, what you can do is you can send, for example, one special listing per week, rather than sending each new listing, but maybe that one special listing that you know people are going to like, that people are going to check out, that you're trying to drive a ton of traffic to. So that's just a consideration. Do you want to collect email capture, or do you want to create an SMS list? And I would recommend that stick a little bit more with the email capture side for this type of strategy. Plus, when they get that PDF about the state of the San Diego real estate market, it's much easier to set up delivery via AWeber or GetResponse. When they opt in, they immediately get an email with an attachment or a link to if you uploaded it to Amazon. Okay, so let's get into a couple more points as well. Now, this is more for people. We have been targeting more people that want to buy. Okay, we have been targeting more people that want to buy, and the great thing is for each new house, this is where we kind of leverage and we create this deeper sales funnel for the real estate agent. All right, we create this deeper sales funnel because, okay, we can set up a landing page just for this real estate agent. We can set up, whatever the email capture and set this entire campaign up. Awesome. We collect the check, done and dusted. See you later. No, that's not how we want to approach it. We want to approach it. Hey, I'm going to sign you up, and when I sign you up, I'm going to be your go-to guy for the entire year and for your entire office. Why? Because we're going to create a mobile campaign for every single one of your listings. And what is this going to do? This is going to help your houses, each house, be sold much, much faster. All right? So what you could do, and regarding this you could do both SMS or email campaign, but you set up brochures for as people are coming in. You set up brochures, and when they opt into this list, set up a separate landing page for each house, each listing, and when they opt into the list, the real estate agent, it's because they are interested in that house. So if anything changes, if the deal changes, maybe for example the price is lowered, you can then notify that entire list, and you can keep them in the loop about how the sale is going. If things are speeding up a little bit, if something additional was added to the deal. So this way, we basically create a mobile campaign for every single property. Now, do you see the power of this? This takes this client where you just could have just set up a little campaign so that they can get the word out about themselves to the community and people hire them as a real estate agent. And we've applied these tactics to every single one of their properties so that I now become the go-to guy when you get a new listing every single time. So also think about, and not only with real estate agents, but think about, hey, how do we market this business? Okay, so how do we, when we're trying to set up campaigns, yeah, we can set up campaigns for this business, but how can they use mobile more intimately in their own business as well, so that they can become a longer term client? And every time, for example, there's a new listing with real estate agents, we're going to take, they're going to give me a call. They're going to call Enrique and not someone else. So they create these whole new processes, and the word spreads much faster. Who is doing this? Now tell me, who has seen a real estate agent doing this? Okay, and I want to see. I want to get some consensus. Who has seen a real estate agent set up a mobile marketing campaign for each one of their properties? All right, and I'm looking at the list, and I see about maybe 40, 50 no's and 1 yes. About 40, 50 no's and 1 yes. And if you create this type of marketing for a real estate agent, how does their position change on the market? How does their position change? Their positioning, how does it change on the market? It takes them completely to a new level. They are, you know, that competition where everyone says, oh, the competition is fierce. They then destroy the competition. They are the leaders. And that's why I made that point, and it all comes back to this point. It all comes back full circle. Real estate agents are marketers themselves. They are marketers. And this completely changes their marketing and how they market these properties so that they can sell them much faster. They can target and have follow-up communications with all of these people and reach them very effectively. All right? And not just be picking up phone calls and running around like a chicken with their head cut off because they're trying to connect all the dots, but have things much more organized in different lists and follow up with marketing. Boom, here, whether email or SMS as well. All right, now let's run through some more of these slides. Now, people also, because we covered as well people that are trying to buy, so they go on this list. But what about the sellers? What about potential people that want to sell? What are they interested in? They are interested in understanding the market. So especially, they are very interested in not necessarily, you know, all the new listings, but especially the listings in their area. So that's another thing for these real estate agents. You can segment these different areas so that they understand the competition when they're selling their house. Ooh, a new house just popped up in the neighborhood right next to me. That interests me because that affects my position on the market. So I want to be on my real estate agent's list, not so that they have to notify me every time, but so that I could just automatically receive that email and see, oh, I better watch out. Someone listed a property and undercut my price. This is going to be my competitor. I should at least know about this. So that's also very, very important. Now, let's go through some more of this stuff. The good impression. The good impression is so important. Because if I, as a real estate agent, am not marketing myself correctly, how the hell am I going to market a house? How the hell am I going to sell a house quickly and sell it quite fast? So with the mobile landing pages, the cool thing is you don't have to build, and I don't recommend that anyone really, especially for these, you know, separate properties, you don't want to build an entire full-blown site. I mean, there's really no, I mean, you can have other things on there, other information about each property, and it could be possible, but in my opinion, just stick with the landing pages. Collect the leads and use that for marketing. Have the landing page be concise with all the information that's necessary there, and just use it with that call to action button. All right. Now, rule number one, and this is when you're running through this presentation, you want to follow this, because this is how it sets it up. This is how it sets it up. Number one, you want to give massive value, and you got to explain this. Real estate agents don't understand this. They're not marketers on the level that you and I are. They are marketers. We already went over that, but not on the level you and I are. They don't understand conversions. So when people opt in to any type of list, you got to give them massive value. So you say, hey, let's sit down and you write me 5 pages about the current state of the San Diego real estate market and your projections for 2013. I'll take that. I'll put some branding on it, and we'll just turn it into a 5-page PDF that we can then give out for free and incentivize people when they opt in to our campaigns. And that way they get massive value, and they're going to submit their contact information. They're going to want to submit it because everyone wants to know if they're interested in selling their house, if they're either buying or selling. Everyone wants to know about projections and how the market looks. They want to know the statistics. It's important. Why? Because I'm selling a house. I might be selling it for $300,000, $400,000. That's a huge decision. I need to do my research. I'm going to put all my trust in the real estate agent, but I want to know the statistics and things like that themselves as well. Now, second thing is it should be personalized as well. So why? Because a lot of people just have kind of the stuff that they just put up there, and it doesn't have that personalized feel. It needs to be customized, and especially so. For example, these landing pages. If we're going to be doing a landing page for each and every single property, we're not going to be using the same landing page. We're going to at least put in a different picture, and the picture of the actual house, not just this generic landing page. And this is good for you as well, because of course more customization means a bigger project for you and takes you to the next level. All right? And then that's when you walk them through, hey, how are we going to use all of this information that's captured? How are we going to email your subscribers? What are we going to email them? How are we going to text them? What are we going to text them? And let's craft your strategy. How are we going to sell each one of these properties faster? And how are we also going to get you more clients, more listings, more, thus more commissions? All right. The problem is the real estate agents, they don't understand these marketing tools and how powerful they are. All right, so let's cover a little bit of social media because we've already gone about 40 minutes. So let's cover social media real quick. Okay? Now, let's and Brian Watts says, where do you buy houses for $300,000 to $400,000? Brian, I know everyone's all across the U.S., so I'm just throwing out crazy numbers here. But I know Cali is that would be nice, but you'd probably not get too much value for that. Now let's see. So social media, how can real estate agents leverage social media? What do you guys think? How can they leverage social media? Facebook, for example. Facebook, Twitter. How will they craft their entire social media campaign? Now, the key thing is the engagement. Key thing is the engagement and also the viral aspect. And we can't necessarily build a community via an SMS campaign that can be interacting. But we can build a community about real estate in our area. And what are some of these, what are some ideas? For example, number one, what you could do is you could build a community around people interested in buying houses. you can also build a community, and this one is really interesting, around investors that share different strategies. Now, how do you drive them to Facebook? Let's go back. Let's go back here to our QR code generator. And this is pretty easy. Let's say, for example, I want to drive them into Facebook. And I could drive them to Facebook right here. And I could either take them to the Facebook profile, or we can put the URL. Let's say it's facebook.com/SqueezeMobi. And when they scan that QR code, they can then like the SqueezeMobi page. And same thing with Twitter. And this is all free. So these are some really cool functionalities that you want to then strategize with this real estate agent. Hey, where are we going to start? What's square one? And I highly recommend start with the mobile aspects, mobile side of things before you move on to social media. These are a little bit more advanced, but start with the mobile. That's directly applicable. This is to build more of that brand name and longer term. Same thing with Twitter. Twitter is great. Why? Because you could do tweets. What are you going to do tweets about? Number one, new listings, developments. Just do a quick tweet. So we hook it up either with the Twitter profile, or you can actually put a Twitter status update. How does that work? When they scan the QR code, they're gonna get that's gonna be tweeted. So we could put, SqueezeMobi rocks and is the best. Buy all of our products and our affiliate link here. So these are just some of the things you could use also in how you can incorporate QR codes. Now, what is it all about? Once again, sharing, interested in the experience, and the positive reviews left on social media networks are extremely important. Because if Susie shares her experience about Bob Walters on her Facebook and she has 1,000 friends, 990 of them don't really care. They're not interested. But there might be 10 of them, ooh, hey, I'm actually considering buying a house, or I'm considering selling a house. Let me now talk with Susie and ask her about her experience with Bob Walters. And that's how it goes viral. That's how it spreads. So you also want to make sure that real estate agent understands this and encourages people, has a system in place to encourage people to leave him good reviews as well, just even on their profile, especially if it's someone young that has a ton of friends. And they don't have to be young, they just have to have a ton of friends. They have to have a ton of contacts. And there's actually this video, and it's not with real estate, but it's with cars, and it shows you the entire process. It shows you how someone uses Facebook and makes their decision about buying a car and takes it kind of step by step. And then at the end, they're like, oh, I just had a great experience. I used this car dealership, blah, blah, blah. Boom, it shows, oh, this other person was now interested in buying a car. They hook up, and they then get another sale from that, and it goes viral. It shows you step by step. And the same thing with real estate. And also driving home that this is something huge when someone's facing a big decision like purchasing or selling a property. That can have a little bit of a change, especially in price. For example, let's say you're selling $1 million house. When you go from $1,100,000 to $1 million, it's not that big of a deal, but it's $100,000. That's a ton of money. So you need the right person for this. All right. Now, what we're going to do And this presentation also takes you through Facebook as well here, and exactly what people, especially regarding the reviews. What we're talking also about creating a community. YouTube is huge. YouTube is huge regarding, for example, open houses. You want to have videos of different open houses, and they can be on the YouTube channel. So, for example, let's say each person, and you could do this. This is you. This is your job. You tell the real estate agent, YouTube is one huge one. This is something very huge. Say, hey, I see that you don't do this. Why don't you let me know when you have a new listing? Not only are we going to create this mobile campaign, I'm also going to take a video camera and I'm gonna do a virtual tour of each one of your potential listings. I'm going to create your own YouTube channel, and I'm going to incorporate all of these videos then into your website as well. And then we'll link it up so that we'll make sure with regarding the email marketing campaign, when people sign up, they're notified about this. They can take virtual tours. They know where all of this is located. Now, who enjoyed our time together? Because we're already at about 50 minutes here, and I promised you that we're gonna stick around. We're gonna stick around for 30, 40 minutes. All right. Now, if you had fun with us today, then I wanted to do this as more of kind of like a strategy session. But we've been running through this presentation, and I really like it. Actually, I did not create this presentation. This presentation was created by Mobile Monkey. Some of you may have it. Some of you may have seen it. Some of you may have not seen it. And it's over 50 slides. And what Monkey also did for us is today he took this presentation, which is originally, and I mean the offer here is a ton, but the value here is a ton. But it was still around, I think around like $15 right now. And just for you guys, if you are interested in this presentation, then he's gonna knock that price down to $7, and you can get this presentation. We wanted to help out Monkey a little bit as well. As well, he's been really good to us and has created some really cool products. And on top of that, we're not only doing that, but what we're gonna do, what we convinced Monkey to do, is you don't only get the real estate presentation, but you get his offline restaurant niche presentation that you can use with clients that are in the restaurant niche. So this in itself is another value. I think this is being sold for between, I don't know, 15 and 20 bucks on the Warrior Forum. So just for the $7, you get that as well, and we'll throw that in as well for the first 50 people who buy. So if you're interested, and I don't know, let me see if Avi actually lowered the price already. Monkey gave us his login information. He trusts us. So I just wanted to make sure that that it's, because if it's $12 there, don't buy it yet. Wait till it's lowered down to $7. And okay, everyone's confirming that it is $7. So for those people that are interested, then it's at SqueezeMobi.com/monkey. We just made that easy for an easy redirect, and you'll get not only this presentation, but you'll also get the restaurant niche presentation. And let me run you through that real quick, just so you know exactly what's included in that. And then I'll tell you also a little bit about his OTO as well. So this is right here. Right here is the restaurant niche one. This is the bonus. And once again, it has a similar structure. It starts off with WordPress, and it runs you then through mobile sites as well. and as you can see, all our templates, we allowed him to put our templates throughout the presentation, since I know a lot of you have those, and takes you as well through through social media, and then wraps it up with Facebook and YouTube, and how to use YouTube marketing for restaurants as well. And then that's where you make your offer towards the end regarding your WordPress, your mobile, and your social media services, along with a combined offer. All right. So the link, let me give the link to everybody. I think Avi should have pasted it in there. I don't know if not, let me give it to you. Okay. It's SqueezeMobi.com/monkey. And can you see it? It should be on, okay, SqueezeMobi.com/monkey. So I hope that everyone likes that offer. I think obviously it's a really good deal. I mean, for $7. Oh yeah, the OTO. So the OTO, let me tell everybody about the OTO as well. The OTO is a video of this presentation that you can also use with clients. So rather than sitting down with them, if you have, for example, some potential clients, send them the video, say, hey, these are some potential services that I offer. This is an educational video. Look through these slides. It's going to walk you through it. And then there's also some there's an offers, and we can kind of sit down a little later, and I'll structure that with you if you are interested. So the video way is also a cool way that you can use in your marketing, is use a video of these presentations and transition in to the one-on-one appointments, get them already warmed up. They're going to obviously have a lot of questions from seeing all these slides, from being educated by these slides, and that's where you kind of pre-sell them so that they then call you up and you get the appointment, you sit down with them, and you walk them through a couple of things. So I think I'm going to look, and I think this is, we did limit this to 50 bonuses, and so we'll see. I think, let me ask Avi. All right, Avi is saying that we still do have, I think, let me see. Okay, that we still do have 9 bonuses here on the call for this, and then we're gonna he's gonna take down the link. So I'm happy that and Jeff, and if you already have this product and you bought it through our link before, then we didn't want you, we wanted to make sure that you get that bonus as well. All right. So just want to make sure if there's anyone on this call, just let us know, and we'll take care of you. You should, and you could check this out if you go back to your original purchase under your Warrior Plus. You will see that bonus. We did put it in for you in case you bought it before. Okay, and but it's only through our link. All right. So once again, let me go through this. Oh yeah, and then there's OTO 2. Okay, there is an OTO 2 that Monkey then put together, and he actually got Luther Landro to do that. That's actually a pretty cool OTO 2 as well, and it's a WordPress theme for real estate agents. All right, and so if you want to get that one's a little bit more pricey. It's, I think, around $47. But if you're interested in that, but you can always, you can always also close the real estate agents first, and then get back and get the real estate WordPress theme as well. And so if you remember, I'll show you the WordPress theme. Let's see. Let me show you this WordPress theme. It is actually this WordPress theme that we saw here. That is OTO 2. This really cool WordPress theme that has a full-featured property listing engine, multi-date appointment setting system, Google Maps integration, and all that good stuff. Okay. Um, all right. So let me see. Let's open it up to a couple questions then. I just want to make sure that everyone's taken care of and everyone else who is on the call. So if you're interested, once again, SqueezeMobi.com/monkey, and let's see what questions are there. Do the OTOs have guarantees, Lauren? Let me look. I believe that Monkey does have a money-back guarantee. I am pretty sure. If the front-end offer has a guarantee, the OTOs have a guarantee as well. Okay? And I am almost 100% sure. And let me look at this. Let's see that there is a 30-day money-back guarantee. Yep, risk-free, and you have to be 128% satisfied, otherwise you're going to get a refund. All right, so just a Monkey always stands behind his quality. If for any other reason, that's another thing. There's 100% money back guarantee. If you go through this, you try to, for some reason it doesn't work out with you, just take it back. Monkey's going to refund your money as well. And but get in touch with his support for that. Not via our support, but he will get you refunded if for whatever reason you just want to try this out. All right? Marianne Simpson, does that round up if you're only 127.5%? All right, and how do you redeem your bonus? How do you redeem your bonus? Actually, Avi might have a link for that to show everybody how to redeem your bonus. Thanks, Marianne. Avi, do you actually have a link for that? Do you have and I know there is, okay, and let me actually show this to you as well. If we just go to Google, this is the easy way to get the bonus. All right? I'll show you exactly how. If we just go to Google, do Warrior Plus bonus, and there's a video on how to claim bonuses here. All right, from Shelly K. Shelly K is awesome. I don't know if anyone knows her, so I'll give this to everybody as well. Okay, that's how you can redeem it, and it's on the thank you page, like Martin said. It's not on the main product download page. No. It is on the thank you page. It is in Warrior Plus. You'll see your link to the bonus right there. Okay? And Evelyn says, I'm in the bonus area and see what is there. It should be there, Evelyn. Just it's on your Warrior Plus thank you page. And if anything, then just check out that video and it will show you exactly how to redeem your bonus. All right, so once again, the offer is the PowerPoint presentation. That's a front-end offer. The OTO, the one-time offer, is a video of this presentation. The OTO 2 is if you want that real estate WordPress theme. And for the bonus, if you even just get the presentation, you're not only going to get the real estate presentation, you're going to get the restaurant presentation. Okay? Now, let's all right, let me see what I could do for Evelyn. Just one second. Let me see what I could do, okay? Just give me one second if you can wait. Hopefully. Let's and I'll make sure that you get everything and you are set up with everything. And then we're going to get into some good questions, hopefully, and especially if you have any questions about the actual all right. Okay. Cool. The WordPress theme is not included in the price, Robert. No, it is not. It is one of the OTO. Fred, I'm not sure. Yes, of course it's Mac friendly. All of this is Mac friendly. Don't worry, Renette, if I'm pronouncing it right. Now, let's see what other questions you have, especially about some of the strategies. I want to get a little bit, if anyone has any questions about the strategies, do you have any questions about the actual strategies as well? And if we can help you out with that, the actual strategies, because those are my favorite questions. So let's see. Let's see what everyone. All right. Okay. And Okert says, hey, I bought it again just to make sure to get the restaurant slides. This is that powerful. Thanks, Okert. I'm really happy about that. What is the customer to get? What is the URL to get the customer to the landing page? Do you mean, Tony? Do you mean how to hook it up? Tony, is that what you mean? How to hook it up? What do you mean? Let's see. Oh, Tony says no. Each listing has its own landing page. Yes, Tony. Each listing, you want to create your own landing page for each listing. Does that make sense? And I just want to figure out, how do you get them there, the URL? Okay, so you got to create a landing page. And do you have any of our landing pages, Tony? Just want to see. Because if you have any of our landing pages, it shows you exactly how to create it, how to make everything happen regarding that. And if you're interested, maybe I could find out where our real estate one is, if that's of interest for anyone here. I can actually probably do that. Now, let me see. I can let me try to find that actually. Or Avi, do you think you could find the one, the real estate one? I'm not sure. And for the landing pages, I'm not sure which one. I forget which one that is. I think that's Mobile Niches Riches, if I am correct. All right, give me 1 second. I'll try to find it. I am pretty sure. And let's see. Mobile Niches Riches. All right, give me 1 second. All right, if anyone is interested, I believe these are our real estate landing pages. All right, let's see. Give me. Yeah, we have our Homes for You page here. Okay, so you could try to use this one. Check it out. If it's something you like, then we have it right there. All right, and I can give that. I'll put that. Does everyone have that? I think I send it to everybody. And check it out. You'll see one of the templates. Just look through the templates. But we have the Homes for You template there. I think it should be like 27 bucks. Right there. All right. All right. So what kind of pricing guidelines to the realtor may be suggested, Mark? So I recommend, if you're going with the landing pages, then doing once again a similar type of thing. where each landing page selling that between $200 and $300 per landing page. You could even maybe push that up a little bit. Another interesting one that you may want to consider is having a landing page. For example, our social mobile fusion. Now, this would be a little bit tougher to set up, but what you may want to consider is a landing page that has the YouTube video, and the YouTube video is the video of the open house. All right, that's an interesting thing as well. Oh, Lisa says the step-by-step special training with you on how to close real estate agents. Lisa, that should be uploaded. That should be uploaded already. I did a training with Monkey a few months ago on that, so that should be uploaded. It should be in his members area. And I think that's what we're going to do probably with this video is we'll probably put it in his members area as well. All right. Now, let's, what was this webinar? Nancy asked, what was this webinar about? This webinar was about closing. If anyone came on late, it was about closing real estate agents and how to structure primarily mobile marketing, also a little bit about social media, how to structure campaigns for them, and discuss the offer, discuss the structure so you can close them. All right. Jim, yes, you can charge monthly per listing as well regarding the charging. So if you're going to be also then doing an SMS campaign, not the standard, for example, that you would want, you would then charge a little bit less. So you could charge, for example, monthly per listing to manage that campaign, possibly $100, $200 per listing. Rich is asking exactly what do you mean regarding the video of an open house. What I mean, Rich, taking a camera and doing a virtual tour of the open house. You can possibly comment on it, and if you look on, let me see this. Let me do one thing. Let's see. I'm going to see if I can find something. And Rich, that's what I mean. That's what I mean, is just a virtual tour. Is basically a virtual tour. All right? So if you just look up, let's see, if you just look up virtual tour house, you'll see all of these virtual tours here, okay? Lisa, I don't know what you mean. How do you become a Mobile Monkey member in order to access that training? In order to access the training, all you have to do is if you get in today still at $7 at SqueezeMobi.com/monkey, the training should be uploaded there. All right. And where is his members area? Fred, Monkey does not have a members area, but he does have just it's a straight download page. All right. It's just a download area. All right. Now, all right. So let's wrap this up. Does anyone have any last minute questions? Does anyone have any last minute questions? I see there's quite a bit. I won't be able to grab every questions. Hasri wants to know, can you give other examples of QR codes with Twitter messages? Hasri, let's just go back. Let's just go back here, and let me show this to you. All right.